name is Ryu Orochi. In this tutorial, you'll be shown how to create cover art for your social media accounts through Clip Studio Paint. We'll get started with a new file. Make sure your file name is easily discovered once you save this project. We'll use social media cover art for this title today. All social media pages use different dimensions, so please ensure that the dimensions you have available are the correct ones to the account you upload, or you will risk cropping art or stretching it incorrectly. The resolution will be 72 and the basic expressions are going to be left with color. If you can't find the dimensions, I do have a sheet available of all the social media templates for 2020 to 2021. I'm going to turn off template to show you how to use it. We'll turn it on and you'll want to click on the bar. You'll want to search for that social media template you would like to use for the day. Once you found it, make sure you've double clicked it and select OK. Now that we have all of our settings correct, we'll click OK again. We have our template available. You'll want to hide that thank you layer. As you can see in the right hand corner, we have the social media and the correct dimensions, and the circle represents where your icon or profile picture will hide part of your cover art. You can either import or draw on this canvas. Today we'll be creating our cover art. To show you how it works, we'll go to New, Image, and today I'll be using an image that is one of my favorites. This image was taken by Michael DeMarco on Unsplash, so I want to thank him today for letting me use his art as an example. So if you don't have any eye for design, this is a great time to watch and see what you can do and how far you can take your art. So we have our cool walking samurai. I'll want to move it up and get it to where you want it. And to really change things up, I've decided I would like to add a gradient. So you can either select G for gradient, or you'll want to go to your gradient tool. There you go. So for our gradient, I think I'll go to foreground to transparent, and let's use the color. And if you hold shift, you can keep a straight gradient. And as you can see, it's really nice, but I'd really like to change it up by selecting multiply. Or you can even be different and select the secondary color, delete that, and have a two-toned gradient. And it really spruces up the mood, so I'll keep going to adjust it the way I want. So I really like that color on that photo. And I'll want to add my logo or your watermark that represents your art. So I'll import this in the layer, resize it so it fits correctly. And I've decided I would like to put this on the left hand side. And to make it more interesting, feel free to add additional details about yourself. Either push the letter T, or you'll want to select your text edit button. I already have the settings I really want for my text, such as the color, the justification, even add some edge color if you'd like, and background. So naturally, I'm a graphic. Let's change that text color first. My fault. Okay, graphic. Illustrator. And we'll put it somewhere that's not in the way. Even duplicate it if you want to create additional details about yourself. So we'll duplicate the layer, and once it duplicates, you'll have to grab from it and draw and type something else. So I'm a character artist as well. If you're having a hard time lining things up, feel free to use the view and the grid. And since I would like my things nice and tidy, I'm going to get out of the text edit mode, go to my view, and select grid. So now I can see where things are laying a little bit better. And like the other tutorial, we'll want to take our social media cover image template, place it on top, and select multiply, so you'll be able to see where your circle falls so you don't put any information behind it on accident. Since we're looking pretty good, I can get rid of the grid for now and even hide the template. I really want to spruce things up by adding a texture, so we can go to our patterns in the material side and see if you find something that fits you. You don't always have to do what I do, so feel free to twist it up the way you want it. I would like something that's going to speak like me. So to be simple, we can use some carbon fiber and I'll drag it in my layers. So we have our carbon fiber. I'll make sure to put it underneath my text and my logo so it doesn't look weird. Next we'll do overlay. And because it's showing up a little dark, we can keep playing with it until we find the right look for it. Soft light looks pretty good, and let's kill the opacity so it doesn't show up as heavily. And personally, I think that looks fine. I'll go ahead and show a finished example that I've done already. I have my social media cover art, and I've made it look like this instead. I have everything I need. Please make sure that your art is outside of the file that needs to be deleted, or put it in another folder so it doesn't get removed as you delete that layer. So now that I've checked and made sure everything is where it needs to be, I will delete this layer. Looks like I did that on accident. I left out the most important, which is my filter. And we're going to delete this folder finally. When you export it, make sure that you go to export single layer, JPEG, and I have social media cover art, and we'll save it on our desktop. Make sure you leave everything the way it needs to be for that social media account so it's not skewed or cropped. We'll select OK. We are now going to go to our social media page, edit your profile, or visit your settings depending on which one you're using for that day. We're going to upload it. Cover art has been selected. We'll open it and make sure that it stays at 72 dpi, because if it's too high for the screen or the social media page, it'll often fail because it's too large. And now that we save it, we now have our cover art that is fitted for our social media page. Thank you for watching.